This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Jade Empire. In the last episode, we communicated with our allies just to get their gauge on things, as well as telling us anecdotal little stories, and we learned a little bit more about Kang and his possible ties to this Lord Liao, or Lao, or however you pronounce it, but we'll have to save that for later, because there's more place to explore, and a few more conversations to have. Let's talk with the free Sky and see what he has to say.
Always happy to help. What do you need?
Well, you seem to be pleasant to me, despite me kind of blowing you off earlier. So, what's on your mind right now, or what's your thoughts on the situation?
I don't know about you, but if a member of the Imperial family were leaving me gifts, I'd be mighty curious to learn more. Then again, the Scholar's Garden is full of more hot air than some flyers, so I can understand your reluctance to rush there.
You make some good points, but the Imperial family that's leaving me gifts is hot. You forgot about that. Take that into account. So, what's on your mind right now?
I haven't been to the Imperial City in a while. I traveled here some time ago in my hunt for Gao. In fact, this is where the hunt began. I've come full circle, and I think it's time to let go of the past and look forward. We have exciting things ahead of us.
Well, that's a bit quick for a character arc in an RPG where they kind of get past their initial goings pretty early, in the game. I mean, we just met him. I guess technically we could have met him earlier and been with him longer, but you know what I mean. Huh. The guy was defeated, your daughter's been avenged for the most part. Yeah, I guess there's nothing left for you to do. Might as well go on. Shoo. There's no shame to dwell on the past. It's about time. There are more pressing things than Gao. The thoughts of all these nobles and their fat purses are making you giddy. If you have nothing more useful to say, keep your thoughts to yourself. The thoughts of those nobles and their fat purses are making you giddy.
There won't be much time for that sort of diversion, but I can't help see the potential. In my heart, I know my daughter rests as easily as any spirit now. Whatever happens, I have that. And if we succeed, I know she finds peace. If I could go back, I don't know if I would. I'm a different man now, and while I treasure the past, I look forward to the future with the same warmth.
Oh, that's pretty mature of you, despite your original I guess profession. Are you a thief by chance? Is that? I don't know if they ever really go into super detail about it. It just seems like he has thief or roguish type qualities, like a Han Solo and stuff like that. Realizing I might have a future if you follow me. Is there something specific you're looking forward to? You foresee a rich future of traveling the land and wooing fainting noble women, don't you? Yeah. Or the other one is if you're done and burning yourself, we have more important things to do. Basically, if you just want to kill the conversation immediately, you foresee a future of traveling the land and wooing fainting noble women, don't you?
Never. You left out the part about accumulating vast sums of ill-gotten silver. I'm excited to be back in the city. It feels like we're one step closer to our goal, but you know that better than anyone. You brought us to this point after all. Who else could have gathered this crew or found such a quick way out of Tien's Landing?
I don't know. According to the main game, when I started it up, there's many people with different looks and qualities I probably could have done as well, but I chose this one. Don't discuss yourself and the others. No one else could do what I can. I'm special. That's so arrogant.
I know about your history, your heritage, but does it bother you? Is it something you wish weren't part of your life?
It gives me a power, and I can utilize that to make my life better, as well as force other people to make their lives better. It's something I have to deal with. I should take it on you. Sometimes I want me to be me, not a destiny. My abilities are unique. Only few will flinch from such power. It's something I wish nosy people wouldn't keep prying into. Oh, man. My abilities are unique. Only a fool would flinch from such power.
Some would shy away if presented with your situation, but you embrace it. This city is in for quite a surprise now that you've arrived, I wager. Let's go see how much trouble we can cause.
Oh, you have no idea what we're gonna do, Sky. No idea at all. I'll talk to you later.
Of course. I'll be here if you need anything.
As I'm gonna take him with me for one of the quests, and then, like I said, I'm gonna try to swap out characters when I do like a major event in a place, and then I'll just swap out someone else just to kind of vary it up a bit. So, our lovely childhood friend Dawnstar, how do you feel about entering this noble, glamorous city? We are country folk. We don't have the same mentalities as these rich folk do. I'd like to hear a friend's opinion on this thing.
The Imperial City. I'd always heard how impressive it was. The stories didn't do it justice. This is all so much to absorb. I would appreciate your counsel if you have time to speak privately.
The stories don't tell about the sewage around the place, but overall, I think gather everyone, have King ready to flare. Time to dismiss you. What do you think about what's been happening?
We just have to keep going. That's all we can do.
I guess that's true.
All right.
Let's see. I want to ask you a question about the Imperial City. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. I want to ask you some questions.
I've only been here as long as you have. I doubt I have any information you'd find useful.
True. Maybe after we've been here for a while. Alright. You want to talk? Your feelings are very important to me. Oh, yes, they are.
I don't mean to distract you. I just wanted someone familiar around me for a moment, if only to reassure me that we are still in the Empire I thought I knew. I have long dreamed of reaching the Imperial City, but now that I have, under these circumstances, I am more overwhelmed than ever.
I know the feeling. I mean, the place I live in is a decent-sized city, but it's nowhere like a New York or whatever. I think I'm trying to remember the biggest city I've been to. It's not New York. I think Boston's the biggest city I've been to. And that was kind of, I wouldn't say maybe overwhelmed, maybe. It was more like a wow. You know, this place is big compared to my town, that type of thing. Like I said, my town isn't small. It's not like I'm some podunk redneck in the middle of Florida or something like that, you know. But still, I can understand that. But and don't worry about distractions, Dawnstar. You're distracting me, but not for the reasons you think. I'm glad you're with me. You're a long way from home. Then you need to learn how to get tough. I can help with that. I don't need to hear the straighten up and do your job. And then you need to learn to get tough. I can help with that.
Get tough? I am quite capable of defending myself physically. Are you suggesting I harden my heart more than it already is? I already feel like an outsider.
Well, these people will take advantage of a pure soul such as yourself. Then my home will be where you are, and you can say the same of me. Focus on your hate what was taken instead of fearing what may be lost. Whining certainly will help. I'm not interested in helping you do that. Focus on anger. Hate what is taken instead of fearing what might be lost.
What good is there in pointless rage? I have no desire to spend my days growing bitter over things I can't change.
You're right. Try not to alienate yourself even before others. Charm. A sneer does your beauty more justice than a pout. Intuition. No, not bitterness. Outrage. Don't you deserve to take what's needed? Intimidation. I have no respect for those who allow themselves to be bullied. Okay. A sneer does your beauty more justice than a pout.
I appreciate what I think you're saying, but the sentiment is so harsh. I don't want to become like the people who pushed me aside. As a child, I was marked by ill omens, apparently named for them. The people in Two Rivers were polite, but many did not hide the discomfort I caused them. I was watched, studied. If someone's ox died within a season of me bumping my head, it was somehow my fault, and I was treated like a pariah. How do you deal with being able to sense the spirit world when people make such absurd conclusions?
People are fools. I mean, take solace in knowing you're better than them in ways that cannot even dream. You could always capitalize on their fear. If they shunned you, where's the harm? Jeez, it's so weird to speak just like, you know, you could do either one, I think, but you could have capitalized on their fear. If they shunned you, where's the harm?
That is horrible, but I see what you mean. That is where they got their fear from in the first place, from tales of witch women and sorcerers. I did not expect this conversation to take this turn, but I still feel better. I'm not quite comfortable with it yet, but I begin to see what has made you so strong. I would like to continue this later. As always, I have much to think about after speaking with you.
Of course, Dawnstar, I'm always willing to listen to you. But our tales into the city must begin at some point.
Don't go too far. I'd get lost in this city. I know it.
It's hard to see Dawnstar be so, you know, enveloped and overwhelmed and treated like that. Perhaps with our help we can teach her to be a little bit more mentally strong. Although she is mentally strong, but what I mean is to not take every slight as the worst thing ever, but to
be on the lookout for the Scourge of the South. It is your duty as citizens of the Empire to report anyone who matches this description. Keep an eye out for a strange-looking man in priestly robes. Reports suggest he is well over 7 feet tall and fully armed. This man is very dangerous. Do not try to apprehend the Scourge of the South, but instead report what you've seen to the authorities immediately.
The Scourge of the South. I wonder how many people I'd have to steal from to get a name like that. With that description, they'll never find you.
True, true. 7 feet tall, armed to the gills. I resemble half that. I think that first bit dialogue changes depending on what model you chose. I think it doesn't change too drastically. I think they only say like 1 or 2 other things at the beginning of that. But yeah, good thing they follow the telephone style of communication, huh?
Watch yourself around the Lotus Assassins. There's something natural about them.
I saw the princess the other day. My mom said she's beautiful. I think she looks kind of silly. Yeah, that sounds like something a kid would say.
I don't care even if there are ghosts. The Emperor is stronger than all the ghosts put...
The Scourge of the South has destroyed whole villages in the South. Many innocents have suffered at the hands of the Scourge.
Hello.
Out of sheer spite, the Scourge interrupted the economic trade in Tien's Landing and all the towns surrounding it. Hundreds have fled.
Well, technically we did because we destroyed the dam, so we've ruined those people. So, okay, where? Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me look at the map. What are my options right now? Let's see. The Imperial City Gates. Got our base camp. We've got the arena. Got the Merchant Square, Leopold School, and the Golden Way. I think the Golden Way was towards... Do I want to do that mission yet? Maybe not. I do want to eventually go to the Scholar's Garden for a very specific reason, but I wonder if I want to save that for a later episode or one that's tied to that one specifically. So, anyway, let's see. Got Captain Sin.
These bounties won't collect themselves.
Oh, bounties, you say? You say.
Have you heard about this Scourge of the South? Sounds like the Lotus Assassins are on edge.
Oh yeah, I've heard about him. Oh, mean mother trucker.
If you need assistance, buy the Outcrier is near the Imperial Arena.
Oh, he's paid for that, huh? Oh, it lets you leave. So you could just leave this. So this way you just walk to the end. Okay, cool.
Where are those mercenaries?
Mercenaries, you say? Money? Silver to be changed?
Greetings, citizen. Imperial Captain Sen at your service. Are you one of the mercenaries come to help me track down some criminal scum?
Well, if it has to deal with, if they're criminal scum and deals with silver, I might be your man. Why would you think that? I might be for the right price. You assume I'm a common mercenary? Yeah, you assume I'm a common mercenary?
Come now, you have the look of a warrior about you, and there's nothing common about that. Admittedly, you don't resemble the ones described to me, but they're several days late. No doubt they'll blame it on the foolish ghost stories.
Maybe. Now, I won't beat you yet because you said I wasn't common and I look like a warrior, because I am. What criminals do you need help with? Sounds like these mercenaries have forfeited their job to me. Sounds like you're out of luck. Goodbye. Nah, it's just if you just don't want to do the quest. Sounds like these mercenaries have forfeited their jobs to me.
I need help tracking down a pair of criminals. Are you interested in a little well-paying work?
I'm interested. Tell me what you need done.
These two scoundrels have eluded my best efforts, so I'm turning to bounty hunters. It's harder to run when your pursuers are not in a uniform.
This could be an entertaining diversion, and a good way to earn some extra silver.
I'm searching for an arsonist and a notorious confidence man. Find and eliminate either one, and there's a standard bounty in it for you.
Eliminate them, you say? Alive or dead? No disintegrations. I got a deal. I'm too good for standard rates. Offer me something better. Yeah, I'm too good for standard rates. Offer me something better.
Do you people have some sort of code that requires each one of you to bargain about this sort of thing?
Nope, it's the D&D method. Or tabletop. If you've done any tabletop gaming, it is required to do that. Charm, surely doesn't come out of your pocket. The Empire won't miss a few coins. Intimidation, from the sounds of it, you bargain the army's money away pretty often. Who would I talk to about that? Intuition, if everyone else bargains, you must have extra silver set aside for me. Forget I'll do the... Okay. Well, intimidation. From the sound of it, you bargain the army's money away pretty often. Who would I talk to about that?
Ah, excellent. I haven't heard that one before. On sheer creativity, you've made your point. I'll add an extra percentage to both bounties and find some way to justify the extra cost to the Ministry of Harmony.
Just pay for whatever damages or whatever, take it out of their price. I'm not interested right now, I should go at that price. I'm happy to help.
A wise decision. The two criminals are Fading Moon and Creative Yukong. Fading Moon is an arsonist who was last spotted heading for the necropolis. Creative Yukong has virtually disappeared, though we may be able to learn something from Lady Rento, the wife of the man Yukong bilked. She's in the Imperial Arena.
Alright, we got a few options there. I like the fact that the guy gave us the money just because of how he's never heard that specific way to try and blackmail people before. He's like, oh, you tried to blackmail me in my career. Here's some extra money. No, I want to hear more about Fading Moon.
Fading Moon is an arsonist. Her first fires were in the poor quarters, but her last one spread to the Market District Gate. Last we heard, she had escaped to the necropolis.
You know, fires are pretty bad in any society, but back in a lot of Eastern societies where the way their houses were built, a fire could just completely just decimate a whole village or town. So if I remember correctly, arsonists are built amongst like in other places, arsonists are bad, but they're not built as like top tier criminals. But in a lot of these societies, like people who were arsonists were considered mass murderers, which I mean pretty much were if the fire got out right and all that. So why was nothing done to catch her earlier?
Well, as I said, she confined them to the poor districts. She would have been impossible to catch in that rat's nest. More frankly, there isn't enough money to make it worth my effort.
Ah, because of poor people. Gotcha. Did I see the scene of the crime?
The gates between here and the poorer districts will be closed for some time while repairs are underway. There's nothing particular about the scene of the crime, just ash.
Ah, no Sherlock Holmes in it, huh? We already did that, so okay. Let's hear about the details surrounding Creative Yukong.
Yukong fleeced some silver from Lord Rento, a powerful man in the Ministry of Harmony. Yukong is a master of disguise, and he has hidden himself somewhere in the city. Lord Rento is away on court business, but his wife informed me that she'd be in the heart of the Empire in the Imperial Arena if we needed her. You could start there.
A wife, you say? No, what could she tell me?
She knows the details of the theft better than I. Lord Rento was reluctant to discuss them. Yukong could be anywhere or anyone, and Lady Rento is the only lead we have.
Anyone or anything, huh? Kind of reminds me of something, but I can't quite recall it off the top of my head. Well, maybe it'll come to me later. Like, it reminds me of the Chameleon from like Spider-Man franchise or something like that. Enough about the bounties.
What else can I help you with?
What can you tell me about the city?
This is the Market District. If you cross this bridge, you'll reach the Golden Way, the Scholar's Garden, and the Necropolis. The Black Leopard School is up the hill on the far side of the waterway, and the Imperial Arena is here in the Market District.
Could I ask you for more specifics about these areas?
Of course not. I'm on duty here. Find Bai the Outcrier near the arena. He's paid well to answer those kinds of questions.
I mean, aren't you getting paid either way? But, alright. Do you have any information on that criminal hunted by the assassins?
I know little more than what the Honorable Lotus Assassin presented. Some treasonous southerner has been undermining the Ministry of Harmony and causing countless deaths.
That's kind of true, in a sense. A pesky southerner, huh? Sounds to me, let's see, is there a bounty? It sounds to me as if the assassins are worried.
The Lotus Assassins are never worried. Their control, their protection, I should say, of the Empire is absolute. What could threaten them?
A pesky dog and kids or something like that. Sounds like you're angling for a quick promotion.
I would like to advance, but I'm not angling. I simply accept that the Lotus Assassins are the true power in the Empire, and I support them.
I guess that's true from what we've heard. Is there a bounty on this Scourge of the South?
Not as such. The Lotus Assassins want to deal with this traitor personally. I don't envy anyone who has attracted that kind of attention.
Well, I can handle it. I mean, they could probably handle it. Yeah. I wonder if they're being told the whole story, or we're being told the whole story, because this criminal will be justified in their actions. Why would I care about that?
There is no such thing. If the Lotus Assassins have identified a treasonous criminal, you can be assured that person is guilty of something, or will be soon.
No justified criminals in existence. Gotcha. Okay, that's enough about the Scourge of the South.
A good name, is it not? Drives fear into the commoners. Yes, that miscreant will be turned in soon enough. And pity the scourge that shows up in my city.
Yeah, pity, huh? Okay. You're asking about that? I should go.
Right you are. Remember to keep an eye out for anyone suspicious.
Well, we got some quests there, so now we've unlocked... what does it say? Creative Yukong's Bounty. We could either speak with Lady Rento or track down Creative Yukong, either way. The Imperial Captain Sin has asked you with finding a confidence man on the run. Creative Yukong apparently bilked a sizable sum of silver out of Lord Rento and is hiding somewhere in the Imperial City, possibly in disguise. We could speak with Lady Rento. Lady Rento said she would be in the Imperial Arena if anyone needed a question on her about Creative Yukong, or we could just find him himself. Creative Yukong could be disguised as anyone in the city, but he might be giving himself away by seeming out of place. And Fading Moon's Bounty. Captain Sin of the Imperial Army has tasked you with tracking down the arsonist named Fading Moon. Track down Fading Moon. Fading Moon was last seen heading for the necropolis. She must be hiding there somewhere. But yeah. Let's see. I think we unlocked this Silk Fox thing a lot earlier, but let's read that really quick. Silk Fox is in fact Princess Sun Lian, the Heavenly Lily, Lily indeed, the daughter of the Emperor Sun Hai, and heir to the throne of the Jade Empire. She seems to have developed a personal interest in you. Although she is clearly adept at manipulating others to further her own goals, it'd be a challenge to get along with such a strong-willed individual. Strong-willed indeed. The Heavenly Lily. Meet Princess Lian at the location specified in her note. The Scholar's Garden in the Imperial City. Learn what she has in store for you. Yeah, that's probably why I don't want to go to the Imperial Garden immediately, because we'll have to run into her for story purposes. Although, we don't want to push that off for too long. But anyway. Alright, where do I want to go first? Could go to the Imperial Arena. That's its own, side quest in and of itself. I think I want to explore the city and talk to people first. Oh. Ooh, loading times. Yeah, the Xbox was famous for that type of stuff. Okay, we already talked to you. Okay, let me close that. I'm going to probably not talk to every single commoner. Every once in a while. Oh, guard. I haven't talked to one of you.
Good day, citizen. Some minor thing I can help you with?
You look generic enough. You only help me with minor things?
It's the Honorable Lotus Assassins, you see. They feel that those of us dedicated to the Imperial Army are nothing more than louts to be ordered about. Any member of the army, even city guard, is expected to defer any major disturbances to them. Makes me about as useful as a lamppost.
Kind of reminds me of situations when it comes to local police, and then it comes to higher up police, or government officials. The whole classic FBI versus the police force type of situation where superseding and they hate that they're just taking over and all this other stuff. What can you tell me about this area of the city?
This area is known as the Market District. Predictably, plenty of merchants set up their shops around here, and it's usually bustling. On the north side of the district is the Imperial Arena. The heart of the Empire Tavern in the upper level is a nice place to relax. What else? Oh, yes. There's the Black Leopard School up on the hill on the south side. Lots of skilled warriors get their start there.
Can you tell me anything other than directions? Can you be anything other than a signpost?
I'm afraid not. I'm on duty, and it's imperative that I remain focused on what few tasks I'm still deemed capable of performing. A fellow guard once paused for idle chit-chat with a woman. She went to the Lotus Assassins with the story of his inattentiveness. Next thing you know, he's arrested for threatening the security of the Empire with his lax ways. I don't know what happened to him, but I don't want to share his fate.
Geez, that's a bit extreme, even for my character, I would think, just for slightly talking for a few minutes. And the lady snitched on him. Snitches get, bitches get snitches, or snitches get... whatever. Snitches get stitches, that's it. What can you tell me about this area? Let's see. I need help finding my way.
What district are you looking for?
Well, I don't need to, I'm just asking just to get conversation. Where would I find the Golden Way?
The Golden Way is through a gate in the southeast corner of this district. Just up a broad flight of steps that lead up from a courtyard.
I'm looking for the Scholar's Garden.
The garden is just off the Golden Way, so you need to head there first. One of the guards in there can take you the rest of the way if you need. The Golden Way is through a gate in the southeast corner of this district, just up a broad flight of steps that lead up from a courtyard.
Where's the necropolis?
To reach the necropolis, you need to go to the Golden Way first. Once there, you can ask another guard, if you're still lost. To reach the Golden Way, go into the pavilion on the north side of the garden and make your way through the rooms of illumination. When you reach the large wooden pavilion, exit its west side and proceed down the hill to the south.
That's all the directions I need, thank you.
A pleasure. Anything else?
Alright, I don't think of anything else from him.
Be about your business and stay out of trouble. Pleasure to be of service.
Pleasure to give you something to do other than just like watching people like a creep. No. Okay. Yeah, a lot of them will start. Well, I mean, a lot of them do have some different dialogue if you keep clicking on them, but ooh, a vase. It's just for me. And some silver. Alright, anything in here? What are you doing in here, creepy boy? My dad says it was dry here a long time ago, but it's hard to believe. There's water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Okay, anyway. Ooh, what's this? Scholar Gem of Forethought, configuration of the dragon. Ooh, a new configuration. Let's check that out. Let's see. Plot item. Configuration, because Ox I can't do until I get some sulfur or something similar to that. Configuration of the dragon. Something about this strange poem made it stick in your mind. Configurations, guided by the tiger burns bright as the cauldron bubbles in the night. The cogs whirl their graceful dances, but they grow tired unless they drink of the water infused with sulfur. So I need 2 things with sulfur to solve these 2, so can't go back for now. Not that I was going to, but, you know. So sulfur water, huh? Never heard of such a thing. Is that a real thing? Maybe. I don't know. Alright, just random people running around. I think there's supposed to be like a shop or something like that in this place too. Lina and Junda, huh? Okay, Lina, what do you got?
Talk to Junda if you'd like to buy some buns.
Buns, huh? Better be some fantastic buns. The best buns ever.
Excuse me, out of my way. I've got to get these buns to the Scholars Garden. Quick, now move.
I'm very sorry. Please accept my heartfelt apologies. My husband has the manners of a strutting clock sometimes.
Language.
I seem to recall you rather enjoyed my strutting at one time, old woman.
Shush now. You'll offend the gods of decency. This poor traveler's likely to think that the Imperial City is full of indecent folk and offensive talk. Now then, after all the trouble we've caused you, is there anything we can help you with? We've got fresh buns. Just made them myself.
You didn't cause them much trouble, or did you? Dun dun dun. No. Do you mind if I ask you 2 questions? I need some answers, but I need all this banter. I'd buy a bun if I could cram it down your yapping maw. I'd buy a bun if I could cram it down your yapping maw.
My yapping. Ugh. You're fortunate my wife is here, or I'd show you a thing or 2.
Don't bother, husband. This ruffian isn't worth your time and effort. Let's be on our way. We have more important things to tend to.
Piss those people off.
I have nothing more.
You again. We have nothing to say to you. Move along. I have buns to sell.
Junda, who are you berating now? Oh, it's you. We have no time for the likes of you.
If I remember correctly, it's just silly banter with those people. There's like really nothing major with them at all. So we just want to be mean to just be mean's sake. Yeah, sometimes it's just fun to be a dick in these types of games. Gem of Foresight. Oh yeah, what was that last gem? I'm trying to remember if that gem was random or not. Let's see, Gem of Foresight. I think I've had that before. Well, maybe not, because this one says you don't get evading traps cost no focus. So if you know that you're going to be in a danger area, you could equip in, that way you don't lose focus. This object has been called an essence gem by the few who know of its existence, but none of those who speculate on it have ever truly held it in their hands. It gives the wielder a flash of insight into the future, sharpening his mind and allowing him to avoid danger completely, should he choose to do so. And I think I've gotten this one before. I'm a Scholar's Gem of Forethought, maybe. It's always hard to remember like which ones I've gotten. Yeah, I've already gotten that one before, so nothing new there. Alright. Let's see. More. Oh, 3 silver! Come on, game. Alright. What have you got to say?
Watch yourself around the Lotus Assassins. There's something...
See, do you kids have anything to say?
I don't care even if there are ghosts. The Emperor is stronger than all the ghosts put together.
The strongest ever of the strongest.
Oh,
yeah, that's why you have to just kind of like, yeah, I think all those old people would give you is just some, information about stuff if you asked them.
Welcome, welcome. Did someone from the Black Leopard School send you? No, I suppose you don't quite look like one of their students. Well, no matter. If you're looking for weapons, I have quite a good selection and reasonable rates. Would you like to see what I have for sale?
Not now. I should be going.
Suit yourself. I have a lot of work to do. Good day.
That's kind of funny that you never actually talked to the guy. You just talked to him through the door in the black smoke. Ah, the Imperial City. A lot to offer, more people to threaten, and more people to get silver from. What will we do next? Will we go to the Imperial Arena? Go to the Scholar's Garden? The Necropolis? The school? Find out next time in the next episode of Jade Empire. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.